So the team that they've been, has trying to build to beat them, the Broncos, arguably the best defense in football, or could be. There's a lot of combo around that.
Right.
Their over-under is at 9.5 wins. The over is minus 140. So the bettors, the markets, they expect them to go over this line. The under is plus 115. They were 10-7 last year. Definitely one of the stories in the NFL with the rookie Bo Nix under center. They're favorites in 12 games going into the season, Cris. And we got the homies chiming in on the Broncos. Plug and play 16. Hey, CNC, I think the Broncos will go over their win total. Top 5 defense on paper entering the season, and year 2 of Bo Nix with Sean Payton. The continuity will be huge for both, who for the first time since high school football has the same system.
Yeah, first off, I like CNC.
We got a lot of that on Twitter.
I like that.
Maybe that'll stick.
That with some of your very creative little gifs you've put out there.
I like those.
So I do like those a lot. You're well done.
Sometimes I'll
you
get
can bring that in.
Going.
I'm not going to do that.
I'll take the
you
torch.
to do that
all
kind
right.
of stuff. All right.
I'll help with the social.
All
a little
right.
bit.
Good.
Yes.
Please. All right. You're cool. You're in the age group.
I'm aging out though.
You're getting there.
It's scary.
You're getting
there's times where I'm talking to people and I'm like, oh wow, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Like 30s hit a little different.
You get a point where you're like, I don't know if I want to keep up with the new trends
I
and
don't.
things like that. It's like it's not that important to me. But then all of a sudden they're like, hey, your job depends on it. You're like, okay, it is important to me now.
You're gonna do this, like when I did the model walk yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
That was well done as well.
Mackenzie
Very
knows
good.
a thing or two
She
about
does.
social media.
She does. But plug and play, I'm with you there. I'm very bullish on the Broncos and what they're doing. I mean, honestly, we saw the results on the field last year. There's a lot of things to like about their football team. It all started for me really early on in the offseason, and I said this to Florio a few times, just talking to people in their organization. I know early on in the offseason, they were a little bit like, we're going to be good. We're going to be really good, right? And you heard Sean Payton a few weeks ago talk about, we're a Super Bowl team. I'm trying to tell the team, because I think they got a lot of young guys who don't really know how good they are. And he's trying to go no, guys, I've been around a few of these. You're one of them. Wake up. Then I've talked to other teams, right, who have seen them in person this preseason, right? Everybody comes away after they see Denver going, Denver could go to the Super Bowl this year. That is definitely a thought with the teams that have played them in the preseason, right, and seen them up close and personal. Defenses, it's borderline flawless. I mean, it's flawless.
They're loaded.
Yeah. I mean, they got it all. They got depth, talent, all of it. I mean, you got Zach Allen and DJ Jones in the inside. Holy crap. The Cooper and Benito as pass rushers.
Sounds like a law firm.
Right.
The Cooper and Benito.
Right. And if freaking Dre Greenlaw, speaking of the law, right?
Yeah,
Greenlaw, yeah. If he can stay healthy, watch the freak out.
Yeah, and then the secondary is just stupid.
It's stupid.
I mean, adding Jahdae Barron to this group.
With Hufanga.
It's totally
and
nuts.
The Defensive Player of the Year.
Their defense feels like, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Cris, they can, on the back end, they can rotate through so many roles. All the guys can do everything.
Definitely.
Just about.
Play matchups, play certain ways. This team has a bunch of big receivers. Let's play this group of DBs. This week it's a bunch of small jitterbug type of guys. Let's play this way. The versatility, I mean, it pops with them. It really does. And then how could you not be excited about year 2? And how could you not be excited about what you saw from Bo Nix in the preseason anyways? The way he looked the other day against the New Orleans Saints. Everything there. I mean, it seems like the stars have aligned, along with a coach who's one of the best coaches in football. So Troy Franklin emerges here. Some of the young guys emerge. That's why they can trade away Vele, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Pat Bryant, who they took, they seem really happy with.
I no doubt about it. They're excited about R.J. Harvey. Yep. I think their offensive line's pretty damn good. You look at this team, and other than the fact that we don't have a lot of history of them playing big game football right now, I know that, but you wipe that clear and you just look on paper and you look at the coaches, you go, wait, why wouldn't they be in the conversation for the Super Bowl? Right? Other than, it's a second-year quarterback.
That's what the entire
and there's haters on Bo Nix, too.
Right.
Just the haters on Bo Nix. Yeah.
They want to see him take a leap with the big dog quarterbacks, but he impressed me as a rookie, especially the second half of the year.
Definitely.
When he settled in a little bit more and played with more confidence.
I'd be shocked if he doesn't take the leap everybody wants him to take. I think he gets up there in that conversation with the top 10 quarterbacks in football this year. I really do. I'm expecting that. Everything I just know about the kid, the skill, talent, everything around him is amazing. That's why I'm going over here. I'm going to say they're a 12-5 football team this year.
Well, you picked them to win the division.
I did, so I got to pick them at least one game above the Chiefs if they're going to pick them to win division. Yeah, and I'm going to ride the momentum, the belief, and just a little bit maybe of, like I said, the Chiefs. How many years can they do this in a row? I'm going to play the probabilities that this is the year they fall off just a hair.
So this is now the one I am the least confident in. Yeah. I did all the schedules, and I got to the Broncos, and I was like 9-8. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe a little regression from last year, but they're just as good, if not better. I just think this division eats each other. And you'll see more of my point when we get to the Chargers and the Raiders as well, because I just believe in every team in this division that I don't think the Broncos are necessarily going to regress. I just think this division is so damn good that it's so hard to be one of those 12, 13, 14 teams. Now, I did say that about the Chiefs because they're the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to believe it till I see otherwise.
Yeah, I got you.
But the way you outlined it, the Broncos, they should be awesome this year. The defense is just really, really talented. I'm curious how that backfield plays out after they cut Audric Estime, so they clearly have a full belief in not only R.J. Harvey, but the guys around him as well.
Yeah.
And they have the veteran there in Dobbins, who I'm assuming is going to get played.
Yeah, they got Dobbins. They still got McLaughlin, right? Who
they'll play all
as a
three.
little weapon guy there. Yeah, but yeah, I think R.J. Harvey is the guy that we're going to see get a ton of touches. I think he's going to be their Alvin Kamara.
That makes sense.
Right? He's going to be that guy because that's why you draft him. He can catch the ball. I don't know if he can cut that way with the ball in his hands. I would think he can do it without the ball in his hands, route running, right? And then we were both impressed with what he looked like in college football.
He was a one-man
big playability and can break your ankles in short little areas and do that too. So yeah, I'm very high on them, and I'm a big Sean Payton fan, and of course Vance Joseph on the defensive side of the ball. Not only are they a dominant defense, they create havoc and turnovers. They're a team unlike your Jets, where I'd go, they were unbelievable. They're really good, but they played a system that didn't lend itself to making plays, right? It was all about just don't let up the big play, almost basically. Denver, they might let up a big play every now and then because they go for it.
Yes.
They go
Which
for it.
I love that.
And I love that too.
Right.
And that to me is usually what great defenses can do. Offense is down today. Ooh, the defense got a few turnovers and maybe even scored a touchdown themselves, and we still won the game on an offensively down game, right?
Yeah, so the Broncos, obviously high expectations for them.
Yo, homies, what's up? Thanks for watching Cris Simms Unbuttoned. And just because the weather's warm doesn't mean football ain't still on our brains right here.
We are still working, so smash that subscribe button. We got all the training camp news, preseason news, everything up until kickoff night.
Thanks for watching. And again, remember to hit that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.